I see that the way things are being published has changed. If you go down a traditional track where you find an agent and submit your manuscript to one of the bigger publishers, depending, I mean, people get their books published that way. It happens. It has to be pretty amazing, and your agent probably has to have good connections. The publishing process through traditional means is a 1 to 2 year journey. Once they accept it, there's editing process, then that has to go onto their publishing schedule, and their publishing schedule runs a year plus out. So if you want to be traditionally published, you have to keep that in mind. Well, independent publishing is taking hold. Independent published people are being recognized. They're it, they're more accepted. I mean, some of the big organizations like SIFWA, which is Science Fiction Writers of America, they'll take you if you have X amount of dollars in sales in your science fiction and independent. And you might know that, Kathleen, because you write science fiction, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't seen where, I guess you can do that too with Mystery Writers of America, but they're looking for different kinds of sales. I know an independent author that has sold lots of books, and they won't let her in because they won't accept her um, the record of her sales. It has to be certain things. So independent publishing is where I focus. I mean, I will edit your manuscript to present to try to find an agent and help with that with the query letters and stuff. But um, I'm kind of more interested in seeing people do their own thing with quality work. Kickstarter is a program where you provide you ask people for money for a product. So it's not just for authors, it's for if you're inventing some products, whatever. It can be anything. I've seen quite a few different things on Kickstarter. Um, and then people donate. And with Kickstarter, they don't take your money until that project is funded. So if you're asking for $5,000, if the whoever, I'll use author, if the author's asking for $5,000 to publish his book and you donate, they give you levels to donate, just like everything else. You can, the $5 level and the $100 level. You donate your money. Kickstarter holds that information until that $5,000 level is met, and then they take your money. And you can still keep, I mean, you can still take donations. They take up until the end of the campaign. So the campaign will start one day, and in 2 weeks later, or a month later, or whatever you set up the campaign for. Kickstarter, of course, gets a chunk of that money. And
Mm-hmm.
it's not a huge chunk, but they do get some of that money. But after that, it's your responsibility to produce and provide what you say you're going to do. So he's doing Dan Shamble right now. He's doing something with fishes. I just posted it on my Facebook page. I can't remember, but so he's already past that, and he's very, very professional. He provides everything he says he's going to in a very timely manner. People want books, so he has a bunch of people come to his house and actually ship out books to people that have supported the Kickstarter. So and he provides things. I mean, for Dan Shambo, he'll have an ebook. He might have an audiobook. And he has the trade paperback, which is the paperback version of the book. He might have a hardback copy. So those things take time to produce. So he has to have that. He gets. I mean, he did one with real, the sprayed edges, the real fancy
Mm-hmm.
the printed book. So it just depends on what you sign up for. So he gets, so out of that $47,000, he probably made 25 or 30. I don't know. I really don't know that part of it because he has to pay the publisher and he pays the people who pack his stuff and he has to give um I think backer kits involved with that. So
Okay.
there's a lot of stuff involved. So Kickstarter, I think, is a great idea, but you have to have a following to make Kickstarter work for you.